Hello friends. So the final stage of your Maharashtra CET exam, the cap rounds is here. I will be just giving all guidelines of what exactly the cap rounds is. There are lots of changes that have happened this year. This is not going to happen the way it had happened every year. So what changes have happened, what exactly are you supposed to do, when to fill which forms, what do you do when you visit the website. So I've just been putting some light on these points. So once you visit this DT website, as you can see on the screen, there's a link here, option form submission notification. Fine. You will just have to look at it like on your computer screens. You can zoom it probably. The link, when you click it, you will find this file that comes up, State Common Entrance Test, and they've given an entire activity list of what needs to be done for the cap round in details. Once you read that list, you will understand what the cap round exactly is. So I'll just go through every point that is given in the list. I will try and explain and clarify those points so that you don't have a problem here. This cap round will be slightly different from the cap rounds that happened in the previous years. Overall, we will be having 3 rounds, and the 4th round will be analogous to a counselling round. Will be similar to a counselling round, and 3 main cap rounds. When you fill up the options, you are supposed to fill up minimum 1, maximum 300 options or choice of colleges. Now, what choice of colleges to be filled up? I will be giving you that particular list as well. First, let's just have a look at what these points or what these list of activities mean. The first one here, display of category-wise seat distribution. The seat matrix was put up on the 20th of June on the DT website. So when you go to the DT website, this particular point here, they have put up a seat distribution matrix on the DT website. The provisional seat distribution for cap round 1, this point. So when you click that, you will have this kind of a matrix that comes up. And it gives you the details of all the colleges and number of seats of different categories available in those colleges. Now let's go to a familiar college. So when I try and find JBIMS, when I click Bajaj, so probably you can use your PDF files. In the PDF files, when you just in the find bar, if you just type Bajaj, you will come to this. The college is under Mumbai University. The first one here is Jamnalal Bajaj Institute of Management Studies, JBIMS. If you see this, the cap round seats in that college is 120. Below here, try to follow the mouse pointer. The total cap round seats is 120. You have a total of 102 seats for Maharashtra state students and a total of 18 seats for all India students. Now they have given us a breakup for the other seats. A major change this year is JB will be having 48 seats for the open students. Last year this was 38 for this 47 was 38 for home university students and about 9 for your outside home university students. But because JB has now become an autonomous institute, it will not fall under Mumbai University, and you will not have seats like the home university seats or outside home university seats. All of them are combined and they make it 48. So the competition here will increase for JB. Up to last year we used to say a state rank of about 50 to 55 was good enough to get into JB. Now this year that might change because last year the competition for home university seats was only amongst Mumbai University students, but now we will also have students from Pune University or students from Nashik, any other university within Maharashtra competing for these 47 seats. So you would be probably having a higher competition this year for these 47 seats. So I would not be predicting at what rank would you get into JB, because this is the first year JB is going on with 47 open seats. So let's see, making predictions would be a difficult task in this for this cap round at least. So probably somebody with a state rank of inside 47 can definitely be assured that you will get into a JB. But somebody with a state rank of 60, 65, I could not actually be able to comment at this point of time whether those students will get into JB or not. Now when you look at the seats, this is a category and this is a state level seat. So you have categories like your open category, SC, ST, BJ, NTC, NTD, NT. Fine. Then you will have your OBC categories. Total number of 102 seats and 18 seats for all India students. That's how the seat distribution is for JB analysts. Now the other institute is your Sydenham PG. So when you look at Sydenham PG, it has the Sydenham Postgraduate Diploma in Management, Sydenham PGDM. It has again 23 seats and all of them are state level seats. There is no home university or outside home university here. Fine. But for all the other colleges which offer an MMS course offered by a Mumbai University, you look at the courses here for Sydenham, it is Sydenham Institute. The course is MMS. You will have HU seats and you will have OHU seats. What exactly are these HU seats? HU seats are, as Sydenham is affiliated to the Mumbai University, a graduate from Mumbai University applying to Sydenham, for those students you have 38 open seats. And the OHU seats are for a person from outside Mumbai University applying to Sydenham will have 9 open seats. This would be the Mumbai University students and this would be outside Mumbai but within Maharashtra. And outside Maharashtra or all India, the total number of seats for all India candidates will be equal to 18. So that's how the breakup is given for all the other colleges. Like even if you look at the next college here, Alkesh Dinesh Modi, because it is affiliated to the Mumbai University, you will have HU and OHU seats. Fine. Again coming back to JB, as JB is now no longer, Jamnalal Bajaj is no longer affiliated to the Mumbai University, it only has one category of seats, that is state level seats. It will not have Mumbai HU and OHU seats. So that was one of the major differences this year. Another difference is there are 3 cap rounds versus the last year process they had 2 cap rounds. But these differences will not actually change the way in which you fill up the option forms. In fact, the procedure this year is much better. Last year there was a problem. If you get into any of the top 3 choices, you are compelled to take into those choices. But this year no such issue would occur. In order to know in details about your cap rounds, they have put up an information brochure here. So you can actually just go through the entire process given in the brochure. There's an information brochure regarding everything about the CET exam given in this, every information is given in this brochure. So just go through that brochure in case you want to actually understand what the procedure is like. On page numbers 15, they have given the detailed procedure for cap rounds, page number 15. So when you visit page number 15, they have actually explained what ideally is the cap rounds like for all the courses, the centralized admission process or the cap rounds. So you can go through that brochure. I won't be discussing anything out of this. If you need those detailed things, the points that I would be discussing in the seminar in this video would be the option form submission, the option form submission notification for MBA MMS CET. This is what I would be discussing or taking up in the video today. So the first point, as I told, as I have discussed, was about your display of category wise. This was my first point that I took up. The display of category wise seat distribution or the seat matrix. I showed you how do you actually understand the different terminologies in the seat matrix. Fine. Now the next thing is that starts on the 21st of June 2016 and it goes on up to the 24th of June 2016, up to 5 p.m. is your online submission of the cap rounds 1, 2, 3. Now this you need to go on to your login, the login ID which was created, and submit your option form. Submit your option form. We have made up a ready-made list for the order in which the colleges are supposed to be filled up. Now, because of the float, the slide, the freeze options, we are rest ensured that you would get the best college available at your score according to the list of options filled up by you. So, once you fill up the option form, the cap round forms, the last day to do that is 24th of June. After that, on the 20th of June, they would put up the provisional allotment of cap round 1. They would tell you which colleges have you gotten admission into. Fine? So, the first process, fill up the option forms. What order to fill up? I'll give you the list of colleges at the end of the video. Second process is display the provisional allotment for cap round 1. That means you on the 20th of June, they will be displaying what colleges have I got into through cap round 1s. Now, when a seat is allotted to you, you are supposed to immediately report to the ARC. ARC is Admission Reporting Centers. You're supposed to report to the ARCs, and there are 3 options: freeze, slide and float. Go to the ARCs and select one out of those, either the freeze or the slide or the float. Now what exactly is this freeze, slide and float? Yeah. Again in the brochure exactly, the previous brochure that we checked out, in the information brochure, we have this definitions of freeze and slide and float explained to us here in the brochure. So, if you are allotted a college and you are happy with that college, you do not want to participate in any of the further rounds, please select freeze and get done with it. You get that college, you will have to go to the, irrespective of whether you want to take up that college that you are allotted or no, you have to go to the ARCs and you need to choose either a freeze or a slide or a float option. You get a college, you are happy with that college, freeze it up, take it up, pay the fees, get done with it. You are now no longer eligible for the other rounds. Suppose you get a college, you are not happy with the college and you want to go for improvisation of those colleges. Then in that case you will either choose a slide or a float. Now specifically looking at the technical terminologies, they say you should be taking up slide if the candidate is offered seat and you want a program of a higher preference within the same institution, then you should be taking up slide. And what exactly is about float that they say, and is like if you want an academic program of a higher preference in any institution, in that case you need to go for float. Now this actually is not analogous with our MBA terminologies. Like in an MBA college, suppose you take up an admission in a college like MET, you would not exactly have an option of choosing a better course within a college, because the first year is common for everybody. You do not enter an MBA college saying that I want to do a marketing or a finance. You have to go through the same course for the first year, and then in the second year you have to select a better course. So these things are actually contradicting the procedure of your MBA admissions. Now what exactly would be the thing here? You can actually, when you go for the option selection at the admission confirmation centers, after you get the allotment of the seat, and when you go to the ARCs for confirming your seats, during that point of time you can actually get this clarified from those people, because we tried contacting the DT to put more light on slide and float. We couldn't get some substantial information from them. So you can probably, in the ARCs itself, you can get a clear picture of what the slide and the float part exactly is. Because these things are absolutely contradicting with your MBA entrance. It does not happen in the MBA entrance. There is no higher course offered within the same college in their MBA entrance exam for your CET entrance. So points to be taken up here is, if you are happy, take a freeze. If you are not, probably it would be slide or float. This decision can be taken up after you go to the ARCs. Even I would be going to the ARCs and actually confirming with them or talking to the people sitting there what exactly is the difference between slide and float and how is it applicable to the MBA entrance exam. So unless and until those ARC verification is not have not happened, we would not be able to give a clarity on this. But rest assured, there is nothing much to worry. Even if you all have no clear picture about what slide and float is, your next step now is filling up the option form. So how do you actually fill up the option form is what I had said. I will be taking up that in the latter part of the video. But again, coming back to the again, coming to this activity sheet, the activity schedule is, as I said, after you are allotted, the display of provisional allotment in Cap Round 1 is done. If the seat is allotted, you need to report to the ARCs. You need to select freeze, slide, float, and you also need to make a payment of 5,000 rupees for open category students, so that you have accepted the seat. If you don't do this, you will be out of the Cap Round procedure. So whatever college you get into, go to the ARCs, you are happy, you select a freeze. You are not happy, you could select a slide or float and pay the 5,000 rupees as an acceptance fee. Next, what will happen is, after that, now this procedure has to be done from the 29th July to the 7th of July, 29th June to the 7th of July. After that, based on whoever have taken admissions on Cap Round 1 or whoever have chosen a slide or a float in Cap Round 1, they would now be giving an allotment for Cap Round 2. So you don't have to fill up a separate form for Cap Round 2. The same form will be used for Cap Round 2 also. The same list of preference that you've given will be taken up for Cap Round 2. And on the 9th of July, they will be putting out what is which college is allotted to you in Cap Round 2. Again the same process. Okay. Again the same process, you will have to either select a freeze, slide, float option, and then they move on to Cap Round 3. Same thing in Cap Round 3, you will be allotted colleges. That list will be out on the 16th of July by 5 p.m. And you are happy with that college, you can take up those colleges. If not, again accordingly you will have to select your free, slide and float options. After Cap Round 3, Cap Round 3 are the first 3 main Cap Rounds. After Cap Round 3, they will be displaying vacant seats available for Cap Round 4. Now Cap Round 4 is actually analogous to the counselling round that happened in the previous years. You will have to fill up a fresh form. That is what they say. Okay. You will have to make an online submission of fresh option forms for Cap Rounds. And those who have not, like the candidates who will be eligible is those who have not been allotted any seats in Cap Rounds 1, 2 and 3, or the candidates who did not participate, who failed to participate in Cap Round 1, or those who have taken and cancelled their admissions in earlier round. Okay. Even those who have freezed and are now willing to change their colleges, all of them will be eligible to enter the Cap Round 4. And then on the 20th of July, they will be giving you a display of allotment for Cap Round 4. So that's how the Cap Round procedure will be taking place. After you've been allotted seats in Cap Round 4, you then have to report to the ARC obviously and get the documents verified and pay the fees and all. Okay. You can go through these points. The classes will commence from the 1st of August and all that. Some important points again given below here. Okay. One thing in this is once you filled up the Cap Round forms, you will not be allowed to change the form. So please fill it up carefully. Again, I am repeating, the list will be given to you. Just fill it up in that order. It will not matter what your score is. Just put it up in that order. The fees for accepting the seat will be 5,000 rupees for general category students and 1,000 for SC OBC category students. So all that is, you can just go through these things here. I don't need to read it out. If you do not report to the ARCs after being allotted a seat, you will be out of the cap round. So please do report. Even if you are not happy with the college, please take it up. Okay, so that was about your cap rounds. Nothing much. It's a very simplified procedure this year. Just the terms are confusing. Now, when exactly you go for filling up the forms, what order are you supposed to take it up in? We have put up an order here of colleges. If you could probably pause the video and have a look at the list of colleges here, starting with JBIMS, then you have SIDDEM MMS, SIDDEM PG, KJ Sumaya, and you have Wellinger, then you have SIES, NL Dalmia, Pumba. The only MET college is there in this list. There have been problems going on in the college, but I would say whether to fill this up or no, speak to the seniors. The seniors in the college, the students in the college would be the best ones to actually give you all correct information about the rumors that you've been hearing about MET. There are some rumors I would not want to put up in the video, but you can probably speak to the seniors and the students who are presently studying in the college. They would be the best ones to give you all information about what actually is the problem with MET, or should you take it up or no. Our recommendation is there would not be any problems. You can very well take up MET. But still, to be safe, on the safe side, you can go and talk to the seniors as well, so you will get a better picture about what is to be done with MET, whether to include that in the list or no. Similarly, after that, you have Xavier's, Chetna, IES. So these are the ones that we generally recommend the students to take up admissions into. Now below this would be your choice. We would not recommend people taking up admissions in these colleges because now the placements would not happen good in these colleges. But if you are in a desperate situation, you want to do an MBA this year, or placements is not a matter of concern, anyhow you want to do it this year, then you can probably go below this. And the list now, like you will have Lala's, you will have Zagru Singh, that's Thakur Institute, Vivekanand, Rizvi, St. Francis, fine. And going below, you can probably pause the video here, take down the list, fill it up in the same order. You need to also fill up the choice code for those colleges. The choice code is available in that seat allocation matrix that I showed you. Going down here, you will have Father Agnel, Alkesh Dinesh Modi, Atharva, Bharatiya Vidyapit, Maratha Mandir, Vidyalankar. So this could be the list. So about 30, 35, 40 colleges is what is there in the list. So you need not worry, like even at low scores of 40 or 50 in the CET exam, you can get through any of these colleges. Even somebody at a score of 40 or 50 would be getting into colleges till here, like up to these top 40 colleges. But as I said, our recommendations is not going below IES, Indian Education Society. So please fill it up thoughtfully. Probably you can talk to your faculty members before filling it up or before taking up. The first college that you fill up should compulsorily be taken up. Like suppose you have filled up JB as a first option. You get JB, you have to compulsorily freeze it. You cannot now put up a float or slide as an option. That's obvious because that's your first choice. You get it, you have to take it. Fine. So this is the list. Fill it up in this order. Irrespective of whatever score you have to take it up in this order. The reason is, what if you don't fill it up in this order? What if somebody argues saying that I have received a very low score? So is there a point actually in filling up a college like Sydenham or KJ Somaiya or SIES or Wellington. Now suppose for example at your score you might not know whether you get into a Wellington or no. Fine. If you start filling up colleges like this, NL Dalmia, your second choice is MET, your third choice is Chetna, your fourth choice is IES, and so on. And you don't know, but luckily, like, or fortunately or unfortunately, you could have got a Wellington, but because it is not there in your list, you will not be allotted Wellington. So one thing, at your scores you do not know which colleges you will get and which colleges you will not get. So that is the reason I say start from JV and go to the 40th college. The process is designed in such a manner that you will be getting the best possible college allotted to you. Fine, so that was all about our cap round procedures, how the procedure would happen this year. Just do not think anything, just follow that order, fill it up and get done with it. Rest will be taken care of by the procedure itself. The procedure is designed in a good way to give you the best possible college at your score. Fine, that's it. Thank you.